I see you're back for more Kaguya-sama, and I can't fault you at all. It's a fun one, even if a bit strange. In the previous episode, we were made privy to another character, and honestly, all I can really gather so far is that this show likes to dunk on him, and we're probably going to get many torturous attacks on his psyche. Given my relatively sardonic sense of humour, it's not too bad. So I hope you're ready. Let's get going. Just going straight into the intro this time and no beginning little skit. I do want to know how much of a centerpiece this Ishigami is going to be. And is there only 4 members of the student council? I'm surprised they actually get any work done considering. And I must admit that this song is growing on me tremendously. Not really a genre of music that would be all too common among my lists, but oh no. Is this the same one that did the hand slam? That wall is too far away to actually do that. Putting far too much trust in him. Just like when you're asking Kaguya for advice. Is that the first time I've actually learned a name? Okay. Do it. Well, he's quite, you could see it as bragging, but I really don't think that's the intent. Guys don't really have that underhanded tactics, at least for the most part. I know that's a vast generalization, but I think it's I think it's best that it was shown there with plants, but why do you need to rent anything for that? So she's got that hope up, hasn't she? Hmm? And let me guess, this might backfire in some way, but having a part-time job isn't a bad a bit of advice to give him. Wow. That's still a lot. Especially in high school. He has a very strong work ethic, though, doesn't he? Hmm. So even if he got that far, he's got troubles. It's like going to Google, the great Dr. Google. I know people that actually do that. Is that your solution for everything? And what was with that heatwave? No, but were you just trying to look for? That's why you were pushing it. So you'll be able to come up with your solution that quickly. Ah, so are you going to burst in and give your own interjection on? Oh no, Chica. Oh, she was pulled in on the stunt. Oh. But of course, about matters of love, how can you leave her out? It is a rather elementary issue to have, I guess. Well, she got her hopes up for nothing. Yeah. I wonder whose advice he's going to take. Okay. I'm glad the TV was turned off. Is she just agreeing? I'm not sure that the light would cast such a harsh shadow on that side of the room. Stop trying to push that. Well done. I wonder if she's still feeling quite hesitant. I agree. But it also depends on what club. There wasn't any that interested me when I was at high school. Plus, there weren't any, really. I don't believe that is true. Do they really put such little hope into Japanese, I don't know, school kids? The whole caste system. No offense. Personally, I think I'd relish the extra free time, but this guy. So now you're just giving him work. You can distract him from thinking about things by giving him numbers. Because it's boring. Let's reduce the budget on all the popular sports. I like it. He should go into politics. Yeah, you got to think about the bigger prospect here. So because he had to endure listening to that, I mean, he obviously feels quite envious. Dude, this is a bit where you lose the relatability. Is that is that a compliment in this situation? Sure. There's a tabletop game club. I'd join that. Archery. I'd join that. I haven't done archery in quite some time, but I actually did. What's with the jittering? But I did rifle shooting yesterday. Obviously with targets, not any. Oh, what do you want on your tombstone? We should start writing the eulogy. Um, did you need? Oh, did you need the hand movements as well? Oh, she's fine building a weapon. You're quite pleased with that, aren't you? Just be glad it's only made of newspaper. Oh. There's only one of the duo there that would might be a good idea. Get your affairs in order. How long were you practicing that line? And also learn to whistle if you're going to try and do it nonchalantly. Come on. interfering in the fantasy just like that. Hmm. Because you're in it. Well, she's actually fighting somewhat there. Well, he's got to join the workforce, so yeah, so makes him feel popular. I don't want to know the reason behind that face, but Motetai? Hmm. I don't get that statement that the dad was apparently saying. What do you want? Well, she was brought up in the kind of isolation, wasn't she? Kept away from certain knowledge. Hmm. That would be kind of painful. Social anxiety, probably. Something that I can relate to, and probably quite a few people. Well, it's Did I hear that right? And was the subtitle correct? She did say, yeah. There's very little way to. Yeah, there's very little way to try and figure out something else that she could mean there. Well, it is kind of funny, but the fact that you are completely repressed. Ah, so she isn't used to hearing things kind of so. Why? Boobs. Just imagine if it was the president hearing you laugh at such a word. Yeah, but the more you try to brace yourself, it's not that funny, but yeah, she's going to enjoy this, aren't you? Have some mercy. Oh no. She is going to regret this. She's not going to be able to control herself. Mm-hmm. Okay, but what are your... What have you got planned? Oh, you're gonna make him say it instead. Hmm. That would... That would... Good, well played. There are ways you can get out of this, though. A quick but probably quite painful way is just say it yourself. But yeah, so she's. Uh, I don't actually. I don't think I've heard of that. Hmm. Good thing you're kind of knowledgeable on a lot of suspect aspects. Well done. You're just letting out the entire plan. She's still trying to hold off from that. Ishigami, what were you doing? How long was he at the door? Don't do it. You have. Okay, you're gonna need a transfusion, but okay, I can kind of see how things can be taken, but she has no chill, that girl, does she? How many times is Shigami going to be close to death? Huh? What? Oh dear. I liked the callback to the Kaguya not knowing and being rather chaste and pure in in a knowledge of subjects like this, but it's definitely true that when you beg someone to stop, especially a sibling or something, you can be damn sure that's not happening. There is no mercy, no respite. I don't think I trust either of those two to be flying a plane. But yes, if it was the option of getting a part time job or joining a club, probably be a club because it means I wouldn't have to go outside the school premises, probably. But also, probably more fun. Both the tabletop board game club and the archery club. Considering I used to do archery, I think I'd be quite good at it. Oh, of course, would need to have all of my arrows reflighted. And like I said, yeah, I was taken target shooting. First time, and quite fun. Iron sighted lever action rifle. If you're imagining the old cowboy films and what they look like there, probably right. The old kind of Winchester looking things. accuracy and precision have always been things that I admire. Probably why I was into archery as well. But then again, might also be because I'm British. The good old British longbow and that. Not bad if I say so myself. Next time I think I'll play the game that my brother and whatnot do, where they actually try to shoot out the staples to get it to fall to the ground. I don't think I'm at that level after my first go, but, you know. Board games I've always liked. Although there's not many ways to ensure victory when it comes to dice rolls. And getting onto the latter part of the episode, I don't believe there was ever a time, especially during like a high school period, where I found a word hilarious in of itself. There would always be context surrounding that word if it was to be found funny, just not the word itself. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong, but I can't think of any. And please, let's all hold a moment of respect and silence for our fallen brethren. Borishigami. Although we do know for a fact that his will is going to be airtight. The amount of times he's going to have to go over that. Kaguya it's a strange one. It's got a relatively simple premise, and yet it also is able to pull off being quite humorous and also quite endearing at the same time. And so, I'm enjoying it, and considering we're over halfway through, hopefully you are too. If you are, then top 3. Like, comment, subscribe. And if you want to make sure you don't miss anything, the notification bell as well. I'm not going to remind you all the time, though. I'm not your mother. And as it usually is with Kaguya-sama, landing and ending on quite a high note. It's going to be hard, but try to get some rest. And I'll see you in the next one. This channel and all content wouldn't be possible without all of you guys, and for that I am genuinely grateful. Of course, there are a few that are a step above the rest. If you wish to join them, head over onto Patreon and, well, you can guess what's next. Whatever you decide to do. Thank you. Chin chin.